So I think it's been probably around a year since I last recorded any kind of video related to Asperger's syndrome, and there are several reasons that I did that, why I haven't posted in a long time. One was because I really had a whole lot of projects that I was working on. Um, I was working on a music project, which I'm still working on. At one point I was working on an online magazine, plus there was my actual paying job, so there was just a whole lot of stuff that was really consuming most of my free time. Another reason was that I had seen on YouTube there had been a lot of other users who were posting videos on the same topics that I was, and so it's not like the information wasn't already there online. So there was that, and I guess one of the main reasons that I didn't post for a long time was because I didn't really feel that I was in a position to give people advice, because I know I've said this before in a lot of early videos, all I can offer is just my point of view. You know, if you want just general information on Asperger's syndrome, read the Tony Attwood book, The Complete Guide to Asperger's Syndrome. You know, go online, there are plenty of websites, but all I could really offer was just kind of a first-person perspective on what it's like having it, or having a very mild version of it. I don't have like, I'm very high on the autism spectrum, but, so yeah, I felt for the longest time that I didn't really, or that I wasn't really in a place to offer people advice, and I didn't, you know, there were other things I really wanted to focus on, and I didn't want to just focus on Asperger's syndrome and have that be it. I didn't want me to start just becoming the person with Asperger's syndrome, because there's more to me than that. But anyway, fast forward a year, and I've decided that I'm going to at least try, you know, knock on wood, at least try to resume making videos again, hopefully fairly regularly. And there are several reasons that I have decided to resume making videos, and one was really just the overwhelming demand for more videos that I've received from all kinds of people via personal message and comments, and just a lot of people wanting me to post more, and really just all the support that I've received. And you know, I remember when I made the first video, yeah, about 2 years ago, I think I made the very first video, and I didn't really think, I mean, I had never even posted a YouTube video before, so I didn't think that anybody would really care. I didn't think anybody would watch it, and certainly I didn't think anyone would actually subscribe to my channel. But, you know, lo and behold, that started happening, and I found myself with 20 subscribers, 30 subscribers, and now I have like around, well over 500 subscribers. So, you know, and that kind of blew my mind, and it still blows my mind, because really my only purpose when I made that video was just kind of to get my emotions out there, and just, you know, kind of throwing the bait out there and see if anybody was willing to watch it. So, you know, but with that being said, you know, thank you for all the support, and, you know, I really don't know how to respond to it, because, you know, I certainly wasn't expecting anything like that. But, so yeah, that's one major reason why I decided to start making videos again. And also because there's still a lot of people out there, especially in the media, who just don't get it, who really don't understand, and it pretty much infuriated me. A few weeks ago, right after the Sandy Hook shooting, you don't see it anymore, but like right after the Sandy Hook shooting, there were just all kinds of articles and reports saying that the killer had Asperger's syndrome. So I'm like, oh great. And then I started seeing internet articles saying that the kid was a goth with Asperger's syndrome. So that made me feel just great. That was sarcasm. But yeah, it just proves my point that people really don't get it. And thankfully, that those kind of reports went away, because there were a lot of autism advocates and people stepping in and saying, no, this is not what people with Asperger's syndrome are like. So, but the point is, there's still a lot of people like those who were making those news reports that really don't understand it. So, the more people that are on YouTube and that are out there talking about it, the more people are likely to understand. So, so I've decided to hopefully start trying to post videos again, but I would really like your input on what kind of topics you want me to talk about, because like I said, I can really only offer my perspective and how things have affected me. As arrogant as it sounds, that's really all I know. But yeah, and I guess I can answer this question, because I've gotten this one a lot. And this doesn't even really have anything to do with Asperger's syndrome, but I've always dressed and looked this way. I've always had kind of like an 80s style goth look to me. The reason I didn't look like that in like the really early videos was because I was extremely depressed at the time. That's how I pretty much figured out that I had Asperger's syndrome, is because I had just gone to the psychiatrist, and because I was like really depressed and upset because a lot of bad things had just happened in my life. So that's how I figured out the whole thing. And I know it sounds weird, but like, the more depressed I am, the more apathetic I become, and the more apathetic I become, the more I just stop caring about how I look, because I enjoy the goth style of fashion, and I like the music and everything, as probably evidenced by all my music videos that I've liked on my profile. But yeah, I really just didn't care at that point, and I was just like, whatever. So I really put no effort into adapting my style into what I was wearing at the time. So it really wasn't a good point in my life. The end of 2010 was just awful for me. 2010 was the worst year of my life. But regardless of what happened, I do have a little bit more free time now. I recently just moved out of state, so I don't know anybody where I am, so I'm sure I'll be talking about that and just being socially awkward and not being able to meet people, because that's kind of where I am right now. So I'm sure there'll be plenty of videos in the future on social things and my lack of abilities in those areas. But yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and stop because I'm rambling, but thank you for the support. Thank you for all the nice words and comments. I do read them, and if you have ideas for topics that you want me to post videos about in the future, send me like a personal message. And if I don't post like a video response, I'll try to respond to you with another personal message. I generally don't respond to comments because there's so many of them. But yeah, send me a personal message on YouTube, and hopefully I will be making more videos.